internet, today I have a plan with me video for you, and I'm really excited because we're getting right to the end of this planner. I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but it is getting really thick, and it's actually getting to the point where it's a little bit hard to write in now. But we have a few more weeks to go, and then I can say goodbye to this planner and move on to next year's planner. Something about starting in a brand new planner is just so nice and refreshing. I feel like I haven't done a sit down, talk to the camera up here, plan with me in a little while, because for the longest time, if you hear bells, that's my cat. She's just in the background. But for the longest time, I have had, I don't know, you can still hear it, like a cough. I got sick about a month ago, and I have this really persistent cough that just won't go away. And so I didn't really want to do any talking, any videos that would require me to talk for a long length of time. But I got a couple comments asking if these sort of videos were going to happen anymore, and I realized that I hadn't done one in so long, so I decided to just brave it. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to try and cut out every single time I cough or my voice gets a little weak, so it may feel a little bit jumpy, but I'm going to do the best I can. But for the most part, I don't feel sick at all. It's just this cough just won't go away. Also, in case you're curious, I am vlogging at the moment, so I have a different camera filming this at the moment. This is usually the camera I use to film all my plan with me's, but it is now my vlogging camera. So yeah, so I'm vlogging every single day in December. You can check out my vlog channel down below called Tell Me Your Fable. So this is the kit I'm going to be using. It is from THECOFFEEMONSTERZCO, whom I love. Completely obsessed with her. It's called The Enchanted Garden, and I really love the colors of this kit because it's very summery. It kind of reminds me of the beach. I know it's not really a beach inspired kit, but these colors are very beach like to me. I don't know, it's just very bright, summery, and we're officially in summer in Australia now. The weather's getting warmer. I don't know, things to do outside, so this just feels like it ties into it really well. So this is the week we'll be planning in. Feels like there's such a level difference now. And I'm just going to go ahead, quickly set up all my bottom strips and date covers. Does this have date covers? It does have date covers. So I'll do bottom strips, activity boxes. Oh, actually, don't think I'll do activity boxes. I'm going to leave those out this week. I'm going to just try and plan without, like, I'm going to use them, but not in the traditional sense where they're all at the bottom. So I'll just do the bottom strips, date covers, and then I'll be back. And I'm going to see if I can keep this view so you can kind of see it all come together. It's just a little harder to film, that's all. But I will try. Okay, so I'm back and we are planning for Monday. Actually, it's the 3rd. Alright, I remember it's the 3rd. I didn't write down the numbers and there are no number stickers, so I will write them down later. I've got a couple countdown stickers. I had to go grab my Christmas calendar stickers. These ones are really old ones from Scribble Prints Co. I don't even know if she makes them anymore. I'm pretty sure I got them in a Misfits kit. And then I have some birthday countdown stickers because December is when my birthday is. So I need to make sure I incorporate these somehow in my planning. So I might put down this one, 10 days. Countdown, 10 days to go. I'll just write as I go along. It'll probably be easier so I won't forget. Cool. And then Monday, I don't think I have much on. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't. Yeah, I think it's kind of a quiet, well, not a quiet day. There's obviously work and stuff like that, but in terms of a lot going on, probably not. I'm always worried about just putting it there on its own because I swear it looks crooked, but then like on camera it feels crooked, but in person it seems okay. Back to work. I will put down a full box. These full boxes are pretty busy, so I don't think I'm gonna have to white out any of this. Let's put this fairy down. I think she's beautiful. There we go. And then we have some check boxes. Only downside about these check boxes is that I can't cut them smaller, so I was hoping to just kind of reduce the size a little bit, but I might be able to if I cut the bottom and the top so then you don't have the border, but I don't trust my cutting skills. I don't think they're going to be straight, so I won't bother doing that. But at least I could do that for these, except it's not going to fit this time around. Okay, I'll just put a half box down just so it takes it up to the dotted line. Actually, yeah, no. Actually, I wouldn't need to do that because I can use a label. Just thinking out loud. Okay, so I feel like it's actually been a while since I've managed to really sit down and talk to you guys about what's been going on with my life and what's changed. And that's probably a good thing, because for a while there I didn't think I had very much to talk about at all. I was just like, it's gonna be so boring, I have nothing to say. I have stuff to say now. I have actually some really cool stuff to say. I don't even know where to begin. The most important thing is that I bought a house about a week ago. Well, Tobias and I obviously bought a house together. And yeah, I can't believe we bought a house. And I'm really excited because we've needed a place that was just a little bit more configurable, bigger. And yeah, I feel like I don't sound excited because I think I'm just a little bit over it now. We've been looking for a space for a very long time. As you know, if you've been following me for a while, then you'll know that we've gone through a number of auctions. I have that usually written in my planner. I don't really talk about it in any of my other channels, which is why I always feel like this channel is my most personal channel, because I actually talk about all the things happening in my life. Okay, is this gonna fit? Yes. Nailed it. Can I put something at the bottom? I have all these little strips. I might just put something down here so it just feels a little bit more full. But yeah, it's something that I've been talking about. It's something I've talked about for a long time. I think it was only like a few months ago we went to an auction, and I can't even remember which video I talked about that in, but we ended up winning the bid. Like, we were the final bidders, and then they jacked up the reserve, so we couldn't afford it in the end. And it was just, honestly, after that incident, I didn't think I was going to do anything for a while. I figured I can make do with what I've got, with the spaces I've got. I might put this countdown here, put this one here. Actually, I need to put them in my last week's spread as well, or this week's spread. There we go, all the countdowns. But yeah, I figured that I wasn't going to bother anymore. I was just really over it. And then this opportunity just came up out of the blue. Had no idea what was going to happen. It's actually a family friend that ended up putting their house up for sale. We never thought they were going to do it, but they need to for personal reasons and all sorts of stuff. So it worked out really well. I'm really, really happy. Tobias and I are obviously really happy. Bella. I'm trying to film this video. It feels so noisy. I feel like I'm going to have to keep cutting all the footage so people don't get annoyed with all your meowing. The trials and tribulations of trying to get the home that we were looking for. We were looking at a lot of new properties at the time. Stuff that was just built or had only been around for a few years. We figured that would be the easiest to... we figured that would suit our needs the best. Well, it turns out this particular one is not brand new. It's actually about... Actually, I don't even know how old, 20 years old or so. Unlike a lot of the other properties we were looking at, this is a full block of land, because a lot of the other ones were more like townhouses, so it was kind of like a subdivision of land. There's a lot of benefits to going full block of land. The main one being, I think, the value hopefully will keep better, so as an investment property it works in our favor, hopefully. But the other big benefit that we both wanted and that we both saw is that by getting a full block we can eventually knock it down and build our own dream home on it. So that's what I'm pretty excited about. I feel like I want to wipe that out because I can see the lines. Let me just wipe this out. So that's the biggest benefit. Obviously we won't be knocking it down and building our own house anytime soon, because now we have a lot of debt we have to pay back first. So instead, I think what we're gonna do, I'm just trying to, guys, I am struggling to talk and plan at the same time. I don't know why I'm finding this so hard, but I feel like if I talk, I stop planning, and then when I start planning, I stop talking. I am not sure how I managed to do this. It's like 1 month out of action and suddenly I don't know how to function anymore. I'm gonna put this down. No, I'm not gonna wipe that out. This is Toby dinner, because Toby's gonna go out for dinner, so he won't be around for dinner, so I will remember that. Toby dinner. Because it's an older home, I think what we're gonna do, instead of knocking it down straight away, we need to pay down, what we wanna do is just pay down the loan substantially so that we're not in so much debt, and then maybe look into knocking it down and building our own home on it at some point. But that definitely won't be for many years to come. I think what we'll probably do first is look for ways to potentially renovate it a little bit, but it would have to be pretty budget, because we're kind of tossing up between how we're going to pay for it. Like, it's kind of a toss up between how much do we put down like for paying for the mortgage versus putting into renovations, especially if we do think we're going to knock it down at some point in the future anyways. But because it won't be for a few years, you want to make it comfortable enough to live in without, well, you just want to make it comfortable to live in for quite a few years, potentially 10 plus years. So it's a sizable amount of time. Playing that balance is a little bit hard for me. At least I'm struggling to come up with what I think makes more sense. But we'll get there at some point. We'll figure it out. It won't be quite a few months until we get the keys to the place, so I really don't have to think about it too much at this point in time. Put down duck dinner. We're going out with some friends. I don't know. I feel like if you've watched my Once Upon a December vlogs for a while, I feel like it's become a tradition in December where we meet up with a bunch of my, well, now old colleagues because they're all from my previous job, and we have dinner, which I'm looking forward to. So that's Wednesday. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at this because I'm losing track of what I'm actually saying. I'm going to try my best to stay on track. That is something I'm actually really looking forward to, the ability to renovate the place and really sort of customize it and test out different designs and styles, because I think eventually when we do want to build our own place, it will give us a little bit of knowledge and confidence on what is involved with, say, building certain things out, what the cost would be, things like that. That's the part I'm really looking forward to. Don't think I'm going to be able to write everything. I'm trying to keep the spread a little bit more varied, so it's not always the same, but I feel like I tend to fall into defaults. So I'm going to just vary it up a little bit by putting different types of stickers down and then seeing how it comes out. Ooh, I need my birthday countdown. I forgot about that one here. Did I? No, I put it down there. Silly me. Then I might put this one just here. I just let my cat out so she could roam around the house by herself. I was trying to keep her in the room because she has this tendency to, when I'm filming my office, I usually close the door so that I can film quietly. But she is very noisy and she'll come up to the door and start scratching at it or meowing at it and stuff like that, and that interrupts the plan with me. So I decided to just keep her in this time and see if that would help. Clearly it didn't. She would not stop meowing and being sad and wanting to be let out. So I mean, typical cat. She wants in, then she wants out, then she wants in, she wants out. But I still love her. I love her to death. I'll do anything for her. Now I think I can probably plan a little bit more coherently and maybe talk a little bit too. But I don't really know what else to say about the house except I'm excited. It's still going to be a little while away. Probably a few more months. And I'm also in two minds on what to vlog and what not to vlog. I don't know. I've always been kind of like, if you've been following me for a while, then you probably get the vibe that I'm not like somebody who overly shares a lot. I'm not constantly showing everything around me and stuff like that. It's just, that's just my personality. I think I'm just someone who kind of like likes to play it a little bit more cautiously. Working in IT and being aware of what like cybercrime and stuff like that, I've always tried to be a little bit more cautious about how I do things online, and this is totally crooked. It still looks crooked on the screen, but it's straight in real life, I think. I'm just gonna move right along, except I need to put the Christmas countdown sticker down. Just here, I'll put it down here. So yeah, I'm not really sure. I think I would still want to try and share some of it though. And this is kind of the dilemma I have, because you guys watching this video now, I would love to share it with you, like you specifically. A lot of you guys who comment and talk to me online, I fully trust you, and I fully trust you, and I love sharing parts of my life, just like I love seeing you guys share parts of your life with me. The problem is, it's not like, I think it's more that there are definitely people out there who aren't as kind as most of you guys are, and I just don't know who they are, who's watching, what they're planning, all that sort of stuff. So that's just me. That's just my thoughts on it, and that's why I struggle with the idea of, even when I vlog, what I can do, what I can share, what I can't. I'm just trying to be honest here, because for a while I wasn't even sure if I wanted to talk about this topic on any of my channels. So I'm like, oh, I should just like keep that quiet and not bring that up. But I'm like, you know what? Bring it up, because it's a thing. It's a real thing. I think about it a lot. It affects all the videos that you guys see, and I just want to be honest about it. And I think also by doing that, I hope you guys will understand more. But also, I just wanted to be more open with you guys specifically, because I think to some degree when I don't share stuff, then the people who I actually care about, aka you guys, in sort of like don't get the content you want, or don't get to connect the way you want, and all that sort of stuff. So I don't know. That's mostly what's on my mind when it comes to sharing a lot of stuff in my offline world. Offline world? That sounds weird. But I am actually pretty sure about one thing, and that is that no matter what happens, I'm probably going to keep talking about it on this planner channel. I have no idea. I just find that this planner channel is a lot safer for me. I feel like it's safer for me to talk about. I know that my co-workers and future co-workers and past co-workers have zero interest in watching any of my planner videos. Like, honestly, no interest whatsoever. And so I feel like it's my little secret haven that I get to talk about my life and just be honest and open, especially this far into the video. If they've watched this far, then they probably deserve to know what's going on in my life. So yeah, I don't know. Do you guys ever think about stuff like that? If you guys do videos as well, is that something that you think about much-ish at all? I don't know. I'm gonna put this just here, and so I can put my countdown sticker to the side. There we go. And then I need to put down my Christmas countdown sticker as well, just in this corner. So that's probably, yeah, so that's probably the biggest news that's happened to me. I feel like the idea of purchasing the house came up, oh, probably a good couple months ago. And it's taken that long to get to a point where we're able to sign the contract and just say, yes, done, we agree, let's go ahead with it. It's just a whole thing. I think trying to work out pricing, and it's always hard when you are, in a way, whilst I'm so glad for how it ended, it was very stressful for a while, because I think when it comes to like friends and money, that's really tough. It's so much easier to negotiate prices with people that you don't personally know, because you can just go for exactly what you want and just go for the best deal possible. But when it's someone that you know, you trust, and you're friends with, and you have history, and you're gonna still, you know, be in each other's lives, it's a lot harder, I'm gonna say. Like, I think it was way harder due to that. So I'm very grateful for how it ended in the end, that we're both happy with how we came to it. Yeah, and the best thing of all is that Tobias and I don't need to be going to any more auctions for a very, very long time, which I think we can both say we are very grateful for. So now we can spend all our weekends doing things we love, because, oh man, if you guys have bought homes in the past, then you'll know how emotionally and mentally draining it can be to constantly spend all your weekends going to auctions, going for house inspections, and then feeling like you don't end up anywhere as well. You come home and then you're just like, why are we wasting all this time? We could be doing so many other more fun things with our life. So I'm glad that's over. We won't have to be looking at realestate.com.au anymore for a very long time. I just kept planning and I didn't really explain what was happening. So Thursday we have Japanese, which is why I've got this one here. I actually might just write Japanese on here. There we go. And then the next day is Friday, so I'll put my countdown sticker here. Seems to fit better with the full boxes, to be honest. And then we have actually a karaoke session. That's right, I was just thinking Christmas karaoke. I don't know why it says Christmas karaoke, but we're going out with some friends to do some Christmas karaoke. So I'll put that down there. I think it's because we've been going, I think we've done karaoke a few times this year with them. And this one will be our last one for the year. So we've just kind of dubbed it Christmas karaoke. I don't think that means we'll be like singing Christmas carols or anything. I really don't think so. This group of friends that I go karaokeing with, they are much more into like J-pop, K-pop sort of songs instead. So, which is great with me, because that's the sort of music I really want to listen to and really want to sing to as well. Not that I can sing Korean very well, but at least I feel I'm a lot more confident singing in Japanese. Obviously not as confident in Korean, but I'm practicing and I'm trying. I'm not sure what to put here. I'm kind of at a loss now. I might put some strips down and just leave it as blank space to fill out in a bit later. Yeah, because I want to try and leave a little bit more blank space in my plan with me so that I can come back and fill them out later with other stuff as the week progresses. Weekend, I'll put the weekend banner at the top. I love putting the weekend banner at the top, but the ones that curve, which is like the ones that I do as well that curve, kind of like, it's hard to really plan with what to do with this sort of jagged space here because it doesn't sit evenly. I know, first world problems. Saturday is going to be actually a pretty big day now that I'm looking at my digital calendar. We're going out for a picnic. We're going actually to Lavender Farm first. So okay, let's plan this one step at a time. Okay, so I found this floral sheet from Happy Scrappy. It's not really lavender related, but there's some floral designs that I think I can pull from. So I'm going to put this here just to kind of represent visiting a lavender farm with Violet and Jimmy. Visit lavender farm. It's something that's been on Violet's to-do list for a long time, and we've just never gotten around to doing it. And now that the weather's gotten better, we figured this would be the perfect time to do that. And then after that, we're going to be doing a picnic together, which again, I am so excited for. It's been a long time since we've done picnics. In the past, Violet and Jimmy, Tobias and I, we would organize picnics in the Royal Botanical Gardens and just like have a ball. We haven't done that in a long time. I think we've just gotten really lazy, to be honest. Instead of doing picnics, we always want to eat out, but I think there's something really great about just preparing your food prior and then just being able to eat outside. Plus, it's a lot more affordable. And now with this new home, I'm gonna have to learn to save even more than I'm already saving. And then Tobias is taking me out for dinner that night for my birthday, because my birthday is actually the next week. But I figured I'd do it this weekend just because December's just a month full of birthdays for me. So I figured the sooner I do my birthday dinner, the more space I'm gonna have to do other people's birthday dinners, if that makes sense. So what I'm gonna do, I'll put this full box down first. There we go, and then I will put, I think I'm gonna put like an eating sticker. Just to kind of mark up the meal. I really should have whitened that at the back, shouldn't I? But I'm going to ignore it. Let's call it birthday dinner. We're going to, I actually can't even remember where we're going to. I told Tobias this place that I wanted to visit for a really long time, and I'm pretty sure he booked it. And now I just have to turn up, which is great. So I'm going to put a to-do list down. I actually don't even know if I'll get much done today. On Saturday, because I feel like it's going to be out a lot doing stuff, although I will have to go grocery shopping at the start of the day to make sure that I get all the food that we need. So maybe I will still have time to do something in the morning. Back to using tweezers again. I really love, ooh, there's a bit of an overlap. Maybe I need to shorten that a little bit more. If I do this, perfect, okay. It was just overlapping down here a little bit, but now it fits perfectly. And then we have Sunday. Sunday is actually a pretty empty day in terms of social activities. We're not really going out anywhere, but it's gonna be a huge meal prep day because I wouldn't say I fine-tuned it, but I have kind of worked out a way to do meal prepping once a month, and I just bulk meal prep for the entire month. So I know it's gonna be a very hectic day, but it's going to be a good day as well because I'm going to get a lot of meals done. I think I'll start bottom up first because besides meal prepping, I don't think I have a lot on. I probably just have to make sure I get my videos done and make sure I plan content because we're going away towards the end of the year, like in the last week of December, and so during that period I want to make sure that there's no real breaks between my channels. But I also, honestly, I want to make sure that the shop isn't going to suffer because I'm going to keep the shop open, a bit like last time for Europe. But my family is going to take over the shop again. So I need to make sure I prep the shop so that they can take over it very easily and aren't struggling. So there's still quite a bit of stuff I need to do. And where's my full boxes? Ah, here we go. Full boxes. Yeah, okay. It's a lot of blue in this one. Very unintentional. Did not intend it to be so blue on blue. But that's okay. And I think I'll put a glitter header there just to even it out a little bit. Cool. Oh yeah, the countdowns. That's the thing, it's so easy to forget to do the countdowns. These countdown stickers, by the way, are from Hello Petite Paper. One of my favorites. I'll just put her down there. Her. I don't know why I called the sticker her, that's so strange. And this one easily will go here. And then I've got the Christmas countdowns. Man, December is a month of countdowns. There we go. Put that just here. And then I'll put this one in the corner. Except I will bleed into the space just a little bit. So there's that white space. I thought I would just sit on it a little bit, just to join it up a bit more. Okay, countdowns are done. I just realized I have not put the weather stickers down yet. So I'm gonna just go check the temperature online. Got my computer right in front of me, so I can do that now. Although usually, because I'm filming this on Sunday morning, I don't think Sunday week is out yet. Nah, it's not. So I can only do from Monday to Saturday. So I'm gonna move on to the sidebar now, and I can use my last full box, which is the quote box. Just make sure it lines up. There we go. Nope. Oh no. This feels crooked, but it lines up with the lines here, which tells me it's not crooked. Planner problems, am I right? And now I get to put down the habit tracker. So we've got quite a few boxes here to use, but I don't think we'll have the right labels because as you guys know, I like to do step count and I like to do hydration. And I don't think either of those are there. That is okay, because I think what I'll do, maybe I'll use these ones here as the titles, and I'll just fill them in later. So that, and then I can use it as like either the hydration or step count. Just get creative with it. And then take another color, probably oh no. I wanted to do another habit tracker. I've got one more habit tracker here, so I'll put that down here first. Then I will put this down. Probably a blue one. Try to keep the colors a little bit varied. And I think this would almost take me to the bottom. Yep, almost to the bottom. There's just a little bit of a strip there, which is fine because I can fill that out with one of these strips. May need to use my tweezers because it's very tight. There we go. Cool. Awesome. Alright, I think the planner is mostly filled out. So I'm going to just fill out the rest of the planner and then I will be right back to explain what I've done. So this is the final spread and I love it. I love how open it is and I've left quite a few gaps to fill in so that I have things to add during the week, because I always find that to be the problem. If I add too many things then I can't actually update it to reflect what's actually happening since I'm future planning this. But I didn't really change anything much. I filled in a few bits and pieces of text. Any extra stickers, like this one is Once More with Love. I think this one is from, and I cannot remember. Let me quickly check. Labeled with Love Co. Oh, it's right here. This is the sticker sheet it came from, Labeled with Love Co. And I think that's about it. I think everything else I added as I was planning. So yeah, didn't really update very much. I think I was pretty happy with what I put down to begin with. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. This is Celina reporting from my room. Back to you, internet.